don't take this the wrong way, but are you still married?
Yes, I'm still married.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Were you worried?
Well, I was trying to watch some stuff on YouTube, and the last thing you posted was like from 3 years ago, and then after that, it was like 5 years ago, 8 years ago. So you were talking about just getting married. I'm like, oh, boy, I hope she still gets married. Because she's still married, because you said something there that is so true. And I hate to speak for other married couples, but I know they feel this way. You said about your husband, I love him, I just don't want to live with him.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a great thing.
I stand by that, Mike. I do. Yeah. Living with someone else, you have to, right, when you're young, because you need to split finances, right?
Right.
Then we find someone, and we're like, usually you're at the point where you can be self-sustaining, and then you decide to live with them by choice. And we really should just be all living in duplexes.
That sounds a little expensive, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, not if you charge your spouse rent.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, just living with another person is very challenging, I feel like, personally. And I think all married couples feel that way, and no one talks about it. So I'm just here spreading the word. Well, it's okay.
Well, I before I lived with my now wife, I lived with 4 other guys, and I found that to be relatively easy as compared to living with my girlfriend, now wife.
Yeah, how so, Mike? How so?
Well, we weren't worried about how the little mini China tea set looked next to the hanging herbs in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, your hanging herbs, I'm guessing, you weren't really fussy about those because the herb was probably different than what your herbs are hanging in your kitchen right now.
Yeah.
Is that a safe assumption? I want to keep this very PG.
No, yeah, well, you're right. They weren't hanging. They were actually on a coffee table in a tray, all kind of broken up.
Fair.
Right.
Yeah, or in like a little wooden box.
Right, exactly.
That you got when you bought something.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Had a picture of Bob Marley on it. You know, you get it at Hampton Beach. You know what I mean?
You do. You do.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Do you have a china set that you have to be cautious around now that you live with your girlfriend, now wife?
Yeah, we do have the good china that we have for company, of course. I can't touch that in any way, right?
So when my husband and I got married, we were both older, and I had never been married before, and my husband had been married before, and that ended, how it ends. And when we got married, we did not get china, which was the smartest thing we've ever done. I want to tell every young couple that feels like they need to get china, don't get china. It's just something to fight about when a teacup breaks.
Or when you accidentally put one of the plates in the dishwasher.
Mike.
I know. I learned. No, I've learned, Kelly. I've learned my lesson. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I have a scar to show to prove it.
If you get your crap at the Christmas tree shop, then you can just break it and then go get another one for $1.99.
Yes. How long has it been? Has it been 3 years, or is it more than that now?
No, it's been way more now. I think I lie a lot. Like, I always say it's something different depending on how it's going.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm the only one who... Well, you probably have the luxury. You could make stuff up, too, because you're, communicating with the public. So the real answer is we got married 7 years ago. We've been married for 7 years.
So you beat the average. That's awesome. The average is, I think, 5 years in the United States.
Yeah.
Good for you.
We're crushing it.
Yeah.
And, we're both, I'm 50, my husband's in his 50s, and we're both at the point where we're just like, we made this choice, and we're just going to ride it out now.
I'm not quitting. Right?
We're not quitting.
No way. I'm not quitting. You're quitting first.
That's right. You can't fire me. I quit. Like, we're really going to stick it out together. Why not? Right? Like, I don't want to get used to someone new. I know. So much energy.
I'm the same age as you guys, and that's just exhausting. I can't even imagine.
How long have you been married?
25 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
You beat the average and then some.
That's right. We are Hall of Famers, if you will.
Yeah.
And you're right. But, I don't make stuff up about my marriage. I just tell the real, at this point, I'm just telling the real thing. And then someone will tell my wife, your husband was talking crap about you on the radio. And then I'll come home and, she'll hit me with a bottle. It's always the same thing.
Yeah, that's normal, though. Yeah. That's every day, right?
That's our system. Yeah.
That's our process.
Right,
that's how
exactly.
we do it. Don't judge other people's process. Don't yuck someone else's yum. That's what I say.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny because I think that's the way to do it, right? Especially because people will come up to my husband after shows. He'll sometimes come to a show, and he is so funny about it because I talk about him a lot, and it's all true. I just get the dates wrong. And I don't know if I'm just trying to protect, my passwords, right, or my PIN numbers, but I always change the dates for some reason. And then people come up to him at shows and be like, how do you feel about all this? She's pretty brutal to you. And my husband's like, well, as long as she keeps making money and you pay for it, I'm fine with it.
Exactly.
So,
right?
Yeah. He's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's give and take.
Exactly. Right. Take and take, right? Give and take. I meant to say give and take. I think also being happy means having some space, right? So, I've been talking about this a lot. During COVID, they sent him home to work because he's a normie. And I was like, this is not going to work for us. Our whole marriage has been built on the basis that we spend approximately 11 to 22 waking hours together a week because of my job. So, and it's been great.
Yes.
Absence does make the heart grow fonder.
You're absolutely.
But we made it through.
You're absolutely. Yeah, that's very, very true. There was a point where I was working morning radio in Boston, and my wife was working for a caterer, so she'd work at night. So when she came home, she'd see me only when I was asleep, and then when I got home, she wasn't home at all. So it's kind of like we didn't see each other through the whole week, and every Saturday it was like, hi, I'm your wife. I'm like, oh my God, yes. I'm married to you? Jackpot. Awesome.
You're hot.
Right? Yeah. It's like, I forgot how hot you were. Yeah.
Right? Yes. Yeah, I know. He only comes to shows. Of course, when we were dating, he would come to shows with me once we knew it was solid. I never brought someone new around to work because that's weird.
Is it weird?
Yeah, it was weird. I would never bring a guy I was dating to a show.
If you don't mind me asking, why would that be?
Well, because it's work. I'm not going to bring a dude to work with me.
But it's not
right?
it's not like you're, and no offense to these people, it's not like you're an accountant and he's sitting next to your desk watching you work the numbers. We
might have better dental if I was an accountant. But it's work to me. Right?
Okay, all right.
Do you bring your spouse to work with you?
Oh God.
I know you're at home, but
No, I don't. She's come up here. Mainly the reason is I've really tried to impress her with my big job in radio for 25 years, and she really doesn't give a crap. She could care less. It's like, hey, I talked to Jimmy Page today. She's like, oh, whatever. Why don't you try taking out the trash there, rock star?
Can't you empty the dishwasher?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I bet Jimmy Page doesn't put the good china in the dishwasher.
He's smarter than that.
Yeah, that's right.
He's smarter than Jimmy Page. My husband, I think he was really impressed with it at first, and now it's just kind of like we haven't seen each other for a week because I've been in Boynton Beach, Florida, or upstate Albany, and now he's like, well, we haven't really seen each other, so I'll come to the show with you. Or he likes the other comedians on the show.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, that always feels good. That's a good one. He's super supportive, and he's so lovely and smart and wonderful, and our dental's actually excellent. I don't mean to bash it if his employer's listening, but he's, it's funny. He'll be like, you know who I love? Jimmy Cash. Are you with Jimmy Cash anytime soon? I'm like, yes, I am. Come see Jimmy Cash.
Can you get me in?
But who doesn't?
Can I get in? Can I get on the list for you and Jimmy Cash? I love Jimmy Cash.
Yeah.
And I do. I actually do. I do love Jimmy Cash. He's from here. He's from Worcester. And
I know. Yeah. I love Jimmy Cash too. Yeah, he's Worcester's darling. What's not to love about him?
He's got a job that's made for creating material. Seriously.
I know, he's so lucky. He's so lucky. You know what show I want to see is you host. I'm going to build it right now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
My coffee just kicked in.
Oh, boy.
I know you've been up for hours, but mine just kicked in. Okay. So here's the show I want to see. So maybe you can put this together for me. Okay. You're the host because you're charming.
Oh, boy.
Been a fan since the AAF days. Oh. My husband's also a huge fan, by the way. We're big Mike Hsu fans.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's true. I'm not just saying that because I'm on with you.
I
believe
appreciate
me.
that.
And so you're the host, and then it's Nikki Luparelli.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Hear me out.
Okay.
Jimmy Cash.
Yep.
And Orlando Baxter.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. He's from here.
Yes, they're all
that's
from that
right.
way.
Yeah.
I just built the show of all shows, Mike Hsu.
That'll be great. We can have it at since it's like a Worcester centric show. We can have it at Ralph's Chadwick Square Diner.
Because I think people would come out to that show.
You know what? People would definitely come out to that show because that would just get out of hand. Are we talking Nikki Luparelli before or after 2 bottles of champagne?
I mean, is there a Nikki Luparelli before 2 bottles of champagne? I'll take her either way. That woman is magical.
Oh, yeah.
I love everything about her, and I feel like everything she touches is just so funny and lovely and endearing. I've never met a person who's more tipsy and more endearing than Nikki Luparelli.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yes.
Like, most people, when they get that tipsy, you're like, can we shut this down? We got to shut it down. Put it in an Uber. Nikki, I'm like, oh, it's just getting more and more, and I couldn't love it more and more.
Right. You think she's going to throw up, and then she gets on stage and cranks out a couple of David Bowie tunes, and you're just like, oh, my God. Give her more. Right? Whatever she's having, I'll buy.
Yes. And may I have some, too?
Yes.
She doesn't only bang out those songs. Sometimes she's hula hooping.
Right?
Which would make me want to barf because I have no abs, so I would just be like, But that girl, 3 sheets, hula hooping, playing a kazoo she pulled from her breast. It's delicious. I mean, who else can we promote that is not me?
Yeah, right. Let's
Orlando Baxter, amazing. He has a special on YouTube, and Mike Hsu, every morning on 100.1 The Pike.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
And I'm also here, too.
That's right. Kelly MacFarland's here, but what's important is who her husband is a fan of and what time they go on. That's
right. You, Mike Hsu. He does. He loves you. That was, Well, he just said something and Rush. We love Rush at this house.
Is he a Rush fan?
Of course he's a Rush fan.
Are you a Rush fan?
Yes, of course I'm a Rush fan.
Are you seriously?
Tom Sawyer is an anthem.
You are one of 8 women on the globe that likes Rush.
I love Rush.
You're a very. Oh my God! Well, dump that guy. Come, I'll dump my wife. We can go. Yeah, let's just. I'll go to your shows. I don't care.
Oh my gosh! Anytime you want, Mike Hsu, I will get you tickets to any show you want to come see. Yeah, I'm a huge Rush fan, and you want to know why?
Why?
Because my brother is 4.5 years older than me, and to get up in the morning, and I'm not making this up. This is a true thing. My brother had. We're talking in the 80s here. So my brother had the sound system of all sound systems. The kind that was like 8 stacks high, had to be in a case with a glass door.
I had it.
And then speakers. Yep, I know you did. I know. Because every guy in our age group had these. So he had that, and his bedroom was next to my bedroom in our small Cape in Maine, where I grew up. And he started every day with Tom Sawyer. Every day. That whole opening riff, that's how I knew it was time to get up for school.
There's no better way to wake up, really.
Honestly, there really isn't.
Right.
So, yes, I'm a huge Rush fan thanks to my brother.
Oh, my God. I love you even more.
Oh, darling. I love you back.
The Rush brothers, and I used to say my Rush brothers and sister, but now I know there's another female Rush fan out there, so I can actually say sisters. Now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it Mistress Carrie? It must be.
Yes, it is Mistress Carrie, who's also on this station. I don't know if you knew that. She does afternoons
yes,
here,
I
too.
did know that.
Good.
I just wanted to give more shout-outs to everyone. I'm not going to promote anything I'm doing. I just really want to talk about everyone from Worcester or works out of Worcester.
Awesome. All right. Well, Kelly MacFarland, thank you so much. Three funny ladies. Samuel Slater's restaurant. Have you done a show at Samuel Slater's yet?
Yes.
That's a nice place on the lake there.
It.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Unfortunately, I've never been booked there when it's super nice out or warm, which I need to talk to someone about that immediately.
You should. Yeah. Absolutely.
Friday's going to be raining and cold, so come on out to Samuel Slater's by the lake. Enjoy yourself a lobster roll. No, it's going to be so much fun. I'm with Carolyn Plummer and Kathe Farris. Carolyn Plummer, fresh off of Comics Come Home at the Garden.
Nice.
Kathe Farris is just an amazing comedian. She's a brilliant writer. And then, of course, me. I have a whole resume of stuff if you want to look me up at kellymacfarland.com.
Your resume is quite long. Like when you go on, do you demand that the host list every single thing? Because that's more than a solid 5 minutes. It takes like 10 minutes to read everything you've done. All the festivals, the awards, the television appearances. I mean, it's so much stuff, Kelly. It's impressive.
I don't like. It's embarrassing if people try to read all of it. Because I'm just old. It's time and job.
No, you're not old. You're not
old. It's time and job, man. That's all it is. It's like, so sometimes I had a corporate gig this week, actually, and the guy pulled out a piece of paper that he had clearly printed from the internet, and I was like, oh, no. So I just slowly walk my 4'11.5" frame to the stage, so I'm like a presence. Like, stop reading that and just get to it. They don't care. They're already here.
Do you have a cameo?
No, I don't have a cameo.
Okay, so I'm like a cameo reject. I don't know what's worse than that, but like, so the AAF got shut down, and like I'm in between jobs, so I'm like, I'm going to sign up for this cameo thing, see if I can make a little money on the side. Cameo won't take me. I'm not a celebrity enough for them, I guess, or I don't have enough followers on my Instagram enough for them, or something like that. So I'm a cameo reject. I think we should start a support group.
We can call it something different, like cameo is the one for famous people. Ours could be like, I guess so. And then
oh yeah. That's what we'll call it.
Oh sure.
Oh yeah. That guy.
Yeah. That guy. So inclusive.
What's the opposite of the word cameo? Like, what's the antonym of the word cameo?
I don't know. I'd have to Google that. Alexa, what's the opposite of cameo?
Did she give an answer?
Oh, it's long-winded though.
God, sometimes she won't shut up, and it's.
You know what? She's the worst. I'll ask her something easy. I know you're trying to hang up with me, but
no. Yeah, Alexa, hang up on Kelly.
Oh gosh! Imagine if the phone just went dead. That she would get right. She's the worst. She just goes on and on about stuff. She's like, "Here's what I found on the web." I'm like, "I could have found something on the web, you weirdo. I'm asking you a question."
Right. You're supposed to do stuff that we can't do.
That's right. Yeah, my 77-year-old father lives with us, and he calls her Alexis, Lexi. Like
Lexi.
He'll yell at her because he never says her name right. He'll be like, Alexis, like we have a stripper living on our dining room buffet that will answer questions. That would actually be more efficient than Alexis. I have to be honest.
God. Having an Alexis stripper just sitting in your kitchen on a chair, like smoking.
Yeah, an Alexis.
Alexis, what time are the Patriots on today? I don't know.
Hang on, let me Google that for you. All right. I don't know why I'm giving her an accent. I just feel like she would have to be salty, a little sweet. Yeah.
Right. Day shifter.
Like a good dancer should be.
Day shifter at the Glass Slipper, maybe.
I was going to say the banana, but wherever is convenient to you.
I mean, I've heard they have naked women there. I don't know.
I've heard that too. I don't know either. We both know because we're seedy.
I know. We're entertainers. We're near criminals. We're carnies almost, right?
I love a good strip club. Why? Why not?
Sure.
Everybody's just trying to pay their bills.
Right. We all have bills, right? Some women, dance for men for money, and some guys sit in a padded room by themselves and talking to a microphone all morning.
That's right. And some women go to Samuel Slater's.
That's right.
Friday, December. Tell me the date. I don't remember.
16th. 16th.
What is it?
Alexa, when am I playing Samuel Slater's?
Yeah. If she could answer that for me, then I would keep her around. You know who would know? Alexis.
Yeah, that's right.
Alexis, my the exotic dancer who sits in the corner of my dining room and Googles things for me. I have a twin bed in my office. She could sleep in there, and we just brought it full circle. That's called a callback.
There you go.
You know that.
That's great. And then before that, it was an amazing segue.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you are a true professional, Kelly MacFarland.
Well, this was probably longer than you wanted to talk.
That's okay. It's
You're delightful, though.
It's hilarious. No, I love talking. I love talking to you too. Yeah, I mean, anytime you have a gig anywhere, or not even, just give me a call. We can just talk. It's awesome.
I have a really good candy recipe for the holidays. I'll come back on and tell you all about it.
That would be fantastic, and I will probably have some cannabis to infuse with that. So it would be excellent.
Excellent. Let's work together. Yes. Why wouldn't we?
We should start our own line. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, please.
We'll call it the edible line.
Yeah. We'll have Nikki Luparelli do the commercials for it.
That's gold. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right,
all the
Kelly.
great plans were hatched before 10:30 a.m. on this day. Perfect. All right, Mike Hsu, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for taking the time and thank you and your husband for not only being AAF fans but being Rush fans first and foremost. That's amazing.
You know what? Both duly noted, and we appreciate you so much. We're so glad we can hear you somewhere now. It's wonderful.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're
for that.
welcome.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Have a great rest of your day.
You too, Kelly. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mike.
All right.